Hello and welcome to the Whiskey One Shot. I'm your host, Mosey Mosenko. We're here at the world-famous Whiskey A Go-Go in West Hollywood, California on the infamous Sunset Strip. This week's special guests are dropping their new album in January. They play live shows 6 nights a week and have already booked 305 gigs for the upcoming year. Currently in post-production with the documentary project that filmed 9 gigs in 6 days. Join me in welcoming Jake, Jed, and John, Feed the Kitty.
Well, I lie and I cheat and I steal and I curse and I take the Lord's name in vain. In the eyes of the world there can be nothing worse, but you know I'm not the one to blame. It's my deoxyribonucleic acid. Blame it on my DNA, everyone has it, so don't be afraid.
Guys, thanks for being here. We heard a little bit from the song DNA during your entrance. Tell us where your mind was when you were writing this song.
The song basically is about how DNA, everybody uses it in their everyday life. It's in my DNA. There was DNA at the crime scene, but then you ask them what it stands for and nobody can tell you. Deoxyribonucleic acid. So we incorporated that into the melody, and it came up with this kind of clever little song about how you can't really help what you do. It's in your DNA, which is, by the way, deoxyribonucleic acid.
Feed the Kitty is currently booked for 305 shows for the upcoming year. The logical math to cover those booking dates is 6 shows live a week. Is that true? How, when, where? What are you guys going to do?
Well, we travel all over Southern California. We go to Las Vegas. We went to Italy last summer. Toured for 4 weeks.
You were nice. Tell me about that.
We got.
How was the food?
John?
Hands down the best food I've ever
John,
eaten.
you handle the food on
Johnny
that?
2 scoops. We had
Gelato,
every night.
Gelato at 4 o'clock every day.
Immediately following the band's first European tour, filming of a documentary began with a pretty up-and-coming filmmaker behind the scenes. Let's take a quick look.
What does Feed the Kitty mean?
Feed the kitty? I don't know what that means.
Is this a trick question?
Well, to me, kitty means like down there.
Feed the pussy?
When was the time I realized I wanted to play music? It was probably around the time I realized I couldn't play football. And I needed to do something in order to get into somebody's pants.
It's in my blood. I look at drums as my outlet.
May of 2008, we had just finished our album. Pretty much, we were poor, and we weren't playing that many shows. Dad offered me a job for him. He said, come home, you can live here. And literally, I got off the phone and started bawling. No fucking way. I'd rather be homeless in LA and keep playing music. I remember calling Jack and saying, do you want to play every night?
And I said, Jed, book it all.
And things changed when we, switched that attitude of just let's make money.
It's not about being a rock star and making millions. It's about making music and having fun.
Okay, what was the structure in the beginning for the documentary? How did it come to be?
Well, we were basically picked up by the film crew after our 1-month Italy tour. And they followed us around for 6 days where we had 9 gigs. On the 4th of July, for example, we had 3 gigs. One in the morning at the Lighthouse Cafe, one in Redondo Beach. Basically, it's a street party. That night, we had a little bar gig at the HT Grill. And that was one day. So in between, they interviewed the band. They found out about the ins and outs of what it takes to be a working band, you know, in Los Angeles.
Who directed the film and how did that come together?
A guy named Kenny Stoff helped produce it with me, and he directed it. He worked on Sound City and Sonic Highways with Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters.
Nice addition to the filmmaking process, that's for sure. Thanks for joining us on the Whiskey One Shot. If you'd like to get more information about Feed the Kitty, the new album, or the documentary, go to Facebook.com/feedthekittymusic.com. You've just had the Whiskey One Shot.